My name is Shelly Hansen. I'm the founder and lead therapist at Think Social East Bay. We're located in the vibrant Lake Merritt district of Oakland, California, and we are a social learning clinic. I see kids as young as 4, and sometimes they stay with me until teenage and going away to college, and it's fabulous, especially when they do well, and you know, they're just out there in the world being independent, so it's great. So this is a social learning clinic. We take abstract social communication and break it down into manageable components and explicitly teach the what, why, and when of social communication. And it's very useful information for many, many individuals of all ages. Our clients are average to way above average cognition. I have gifted children, twice exceptional, just brilliant, academically strong students that come here that are completely socially awkward. And yes, this is where they need to come to learn explicitly what the components are for social communication. It's perplexing for parents and teachers and educators when a student comes in who's bright, even brilliant, very verbal, sometimes verbose, but at the same time completely socially awkward. And so I think it leaves families confused, and they don't know, should they look for help, where to look for help, and what does the help look like? I mean, what does that mean? You know, I mean, social communication, most of us, we're just born with it, and so it's not something that's typically taught. So it's really confusing for families to search for help. If you need help with math, you get a math tutor. It's a no-brainer. You just do it. If you're trying to learn how to play, you know, baseball, you have your coach, right? But if you have issues with social communication, I feel like there's a stigma attached to that, and so families are hesitant to even address it sometimes. And many of these individuals are labeled as behavior problems, as opposed to, oh, he has social communication deficits. You know, it's more like, oh, he's a behavior problem. And so they don't really realize that a lot of times it's attached to social communication. And, you know, we can teach those components that will help kids, teenagers, and young adults, and senior citizens. I mean, I have senior citizens that come here as well. Just be more successful in life, you know, just across their day, whether it be at school or at the workplace. Social thinking refers to this incredible amount of thinking that precedes a social skill. It supports a social skill. So a social skill is actually a judgment that has been made, and you're going to do something. That is the skill. But a lot of people don't understand that there is some thinking involved that before the skill is produced. So a social thinking program or a social learning program actually teaches the thinking that supports a skill. And in that way, there's much more generalization into different contexts. So if there was a social skill, say eye contact, okay. Eye contact is a social skill. It's something that you can see. If somebody's making eye contact, you know it. If they don't make eye contact, they don't make eye contact. But you can't bring an individual in and say, make eye contact. Okay, because they don't know why. You know, they have to know what's in it for them. Why should I make eye contact? So in a social thinking program, we would say something like, show me that you can hear me right now. Show me that you're listening to me. Or I'm looking at Jennifer. That means I'm thinking about Jennifer. I'm not thinking about Paul. So Paul can't talk to me right now. With my adults, usually what happens is they start questioning why they're constantly passed up for a promotion, or why their relationships continuously fail. There is a stigma attached sometimes to social learning differences. I have many parents that call me and they're interested in this thing called social program, but a lot of times they end up putting something else first. You know, well, he's got to go to his math tutor, or he has singing lessons, or he's got piano, or he has swim. So for some reason, social ends up kind of at the bottom of the list many times. Thank you for visiting Think Social East Bay.